This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hi, welcome back. This is Anand from the product team. And now, as per my last video, if you have seen regarding the app push notification, I have shown the procedure how to create the app notification and send it out from there. This session basically would be more of on the analytical part, how you can analyze your app push notification success rate, how you can visualize their contribution towards your marketing goals, what has been the trend of your customers towards the communications, and so on. So we would have two important things over here: the overall dashboard report that we want to showcase, and also apart from that, some custom funnels or custom cohorts that can help you to understand the trends in a much better way would be a part of this call. So this basically is a app activity dashboard wherein for a selected mobile app, how your performance has been. You can check that over here. So take an example when I select one particular app and I want to check the result of the activities, be it publish activity or the click activity of the customers on the notifications, or be it the launch activity, the first app launch or uninstall activity of the customers. How are they interconnected with each other, and what is the trend? What is the environment trend? What is the monthly trend? All those things can be seen in a single glance of this particular reporting page. So the first part over here, it basically gives you an idea that in the last 7 or in last 30, 60 or 90 days bracket, or if you want to have a custom range of 60 days for any period, you can have that also over here. The system would let you know, okay, in so much of time, you have seen so many campaigns launched out of which the total published count was so much. Out of publish, this many were sent successfully, and out of that, so many were clicked. Now, this something basically relates to technically or on delivery front, how successful is your app notification processes? Are you able to reach to the customers? So here we have the advantage of, or you can see, or you can visualize the advantage of using push amplification feature also to understand what is your actual reach to the customers by understanding the click-through rate. Then over here you have the campaign trend, which is you can find out day-wise, week-wise, or month-wise. So in which week or in which month you saw a dip in activity, and going further down over here, you can understand the broadcast performance or the journey performance. So out of journey or broadcast, which kind of approach has given you better response or better target achievement? You can make it more specific even for a specific tag. So if you have used tags efficiently in your campaigns, this system would help you to understand the performance as per the tag. So which kind of campaign has been a wonderful performing campaign for you, that you can understand from this option. The best performing campaign will be shown over here with its statistics listed over here. Then you have a subscriber trend. Basically, how's your response or how's your contribution of customer activity towards the notifications? So if they have shown a response on the notification, and from that response they have gone for an app launch activity, so you can pretty much understand what is your push notifications contribution towards getting the app launches done. We can attribute the app launches done to this particular notification activity. And this of course also can be across the timelines, 30, 60, 90 days bracket. Now here coming towards the right hand option, so here we have the comparison of first launch and against that the uninstalls. So between a specific time period, how many first app launches you have seen and how much of uninstalls you have seen. This can give you an idea of how your data addition and deletion or upload or sorry, install or uninstall activity are related to each other. Then further to the right, we have the OS distribution. Basically, it's the environment distribution, how they have contributed towards your app click activity, app notification click activity. What has been the click rate, sent rate for the last 90, 60 days for a specific tag. Like over here, you can see cashback offer tag for that, how much of click rates we have seen. Moving further up towards the right, we see the app launch activities in the last 7 days. Against that, the uninstall activity. So basically representing the numbers over here to give you a specific idea on the app engagement front. The total subscribers that you have, the system gives you a summary of that. And today and yesterday's count statistics is also mentioned over here. So how much of first launches you have got for today and how much of uninstalls you have got for today, and same for the yesterday time also. So this gives you a pretty clear picture of your app engagement with respect to app notifications that you have sent to the customers. Now we also have separate dashboard for purely for app activities, which are system-defined activities like launch, uninstalls, which you can always measure it in activity tab over here. So for specific app activities, you can check the activity trends, and also against that, what has been the contribution. So what made the customer to be on the app and do this activity, which was a driving factor? Which channel brought him to the app? Even that you can see it over here. So for the app download, what has been the bifurcation? You can add your specific payload parameters also on this, which basically is utilized in the cases wherein you want to understand your complete app journey of a customer and understand where you need to improve or where you need to work on, and what is the most important thing in your app that drives towards your contribution of the revenue part. Now over here, apart from that, you also have some defined analysis like funnel, cohort, and RFM. Funnel basically can help you to understand, the drip or the gain that you get that you identify from an activity. For example, from an app launch done by the customer and him going on the mobile app page and doing a registration or a sign up over there and then purchasing the product. So how these activities are related to each other and what is the drop or the gain that you see at each node. So we can save the um, you know uh, the segment of your drop contacts or converted contacts and accordingly reach out to them with a specific motive. Now this basically can also be brought it in in a RFM model or a cohort model, but cohort currently we are not able to have it as a actionable analytics the way we can see it over here. So for cohorts we have let's say an activity of app launch, and against app launch how much of against how much of app launch you have got, how much of conversions done. So that could be an option for you to create a behavioral cohort like for over here acquisition cohort, if you can see this option. So from app download to product checkout, what is the average time taken between these two activities? So if the app is downloaded on the first day, then what is the probability of getting the product checkout done what is the best probability date on which the process to checkout can be done. So that can be understood from this type of cohort. So accordingly, you can also see a depth in the activity wherein you can take a necessary step to avoid the kind of churn over here, and also make some remedial steps at that stage so that instead of customers getting churned out, they are driven towards the activity which you want. This basically is not a downloadable actionable analytic, but it's kind of a analysis which can give you an idea of a specific trend which you can of course use to avoid certain situations. Same way we have a RFM model wherein you can understand which customers are your top performing customers, or which customers are basically dormant users of your app. So for example, if I want to understand for last 6 months, people who have been doing an app launch over here across all of my mobile apps. So I can get that count over here. And this is also an actionable analysis wherein I can save the segment or download it and can retarget them. This is based on recency and frequency. We can also add a monetary option over here to understand who are the customers giving you the maximum amount of revenue. So that is also very critical to understand the success ratio of your campaign. So yeah, that's how we have the analysis mentioned over here in Smartech as a tool. We also have advanced system powered by AppSor to provide you in detail behavioral analysis, but of course that's a different call solution. Any questions for me, you can just drop me a mail or you can connect with our Smartech support team to get the answers for your queries or technical difficulties. Thank you. Have a nice day.